Are you ready to buy your dream home this year? Well, whether you're a first-time homebuyer or a seasoned pro, there's probably some things that you still do not know about the home buying process. In today's video, I'm going to be revealing some surprising facts that you need to know before you start looking for your new home. From hidden costs to financing options, I have got you covered. Stay tuned as I break down the 5 things that most people do not know when buying a home. Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Garrett Gahn, host of YouTube's Living in OC. I'm a Southern California real estate agent, and whether you are looking to buy, sell, relocate to, or just know everything that there is to know about living in Orange County, California, be sure to subscribe, tap that notification bell because you have certainly found yourself in the right place. So as I mentioned, in today's video, we're breaking down the 5 things that most people do not know when they're buying a home. Now, this is a list that I put together from my experience helping people buy homes here in the Orange County area and that I see very regularly. So let's jump right into it. One of the biggest misconceptions that I get all the time with my clients who are looking to buy a home is that you need a 20% down payment. While having 20% down saved up before you start looking is a good idea, it's certainly not a requirement. There are many programs out there that allow you to put much smaller amounts down, and some programs actually that allow you to put no money down whatsoever. Now, traditionally, it was recommended that buyers have at least 20% of the purchase price of the home. This was mainly due to the fact that lenders just wanted to ensure that buyers had some skin in the game. And higher down payments also meant lower monthly mortgage payments. However, with the advent of new mortgage products and government programs, it is now possible to buy a home with a much smaller down payment. There are programs that allow you to put as little as 3% down or even 0% down if you meet certain criteria. The key here is to do your research and find the option that works best for you. Another thing that a lot of people do not know is that closing costs are totally separate from your down payment. Let me explain. Closing costs are the fees and expenses that are associated with buying a home. Things such as appraisal fees, title fees, and loan origination fees. These costs can add up to thousands of dollars, and they are separate from your down payment. Your down payment is simply the amount of money that you put towards the purchase price of the home, while closing costs are the fees and the expenses that incurred during the closing process. It's very important to understand their difference and budget for both when you are planning to buy a home. Now, this one is a big one, and it's a huge tool that you can use in your negotiations with sellers. While closing costs are a necessary part of the home buying process, they are also very negotiable, and a lot of clients that I have worked with in the past have not realized this. If you are working with a real estate agent, they should be able to negotiate with the seller on your behalf to get some or even all of those closing costs paid for by the seller and not you. Now, this obviously can be very beneficial if you are trying to keep those upfront costs to a minimum. It's also very possible to negotiate with your lender to have some of the closing costs waived or reduced as well. The key takeaway here is to make sure that whoever you have as your real estate agent does have an understanding and the expertise to use this approach during the negotiations on your behalf. Your credit score is one of the most important factors in your home buying process, and it has a huge impact on your mortgage rate as well. A higher credit score can mean a lower interest rate, which means you can save thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. Lower credit score means just the opposite. You're going to see a higher interest rate on your mortgage, if you even qualify for a mortgage in the first place. It is a good idea to check your credit score before you even begin this home buying process, and definitely take the steps to improve it if necessary. Now, when it comes to financing your home, you have several options to consider. One of the most popular being the fixed rate mortgage, which means you have a fixed interest rate for the entire life of the loan. This means that your monthly mortgage payment will stay the same regardless of what the interest rates do. If they go up and down, it doesn't matter. Another option out there is an adjustable rate mortgage, otherwise known as an ARM. It has an initial fixed rate period followed by adjustable rate periods. The interest rate on an ARM can fluctuate based on changes in the market interest rate, which does mean your monthly payments could go up or down. There are also mortgages with interest-only payments, where you're only going to pay the interest on the loan for a certain period of time before you start to pay down the principal. Again, it's important to understand the differences between your options and choose the one that's going to make sense for your needs and your financial situation. Overall, buying a home can certainly be a daunting task, but with a little knowledge and preparation, you can go into it with much more confidence. Remember, you don't always have to have a 20% down payment to buy a home. Closing costs are separate from the down payment. Closing costs are also negotiable. Your credit score matters, and there are different types of mortgages to consider. Keep this knowledge in your back pocket and you will be well on your way to finding that perfect home. But of course, if you have any questions whatsoever about the home buying process or you would like to discuss your plan to purchase a home, please do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. This is what I do and I would love to hear from you. Other than that, if you did find any value in today's video, please hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps me out tremendously. And definitely consider subscribing as I am dropping multiple videos a week for all things living in Orange County, California. Thanks for tuning in and I'll see you in the next video.